All right, welcome everybody to the first ever Dodgers Digest watch along. Of course, we've been doing a lot of pretty cool Dodger content here on this channel. The weekly live stream with myself, Mike Nelson, and Brad J every Monday morning. But today we're going to be doing the first watch along. It's kind of like a dress rehearsal, right, to get ready for the regular season, which is going to kick off this Thursday, right? This Thursday is going to be opening day for the Dodgers taking on the Detroit Tigers. And today they have their last preseason game, their last spring training game. This is going to be it, right? This is going to be the last tune-up for the Dodgers before they, start the 2025 season and, to try to defend that World Series, right? The World Series that the Dodgers fought so hard to get, and they finally got it in a regular 162 game format season, which was last year, right? So today's going to be an interesting game. We've got a few minutes before first pitch. Comment on the chat where you're watching from, or what you think how tonight's game is going to go, right? So, for the Dodgers, we got leading off Shohei Ohtani at DH. Mookie Betts is going to make his return to the Dodgers, playing at shortstop today. It's been a couple rough weeks for Mookie Betts, losing, almost 25 pounds. It's been a terrible week for Mookie Betts, right? So he's going to be, playing for the Dodgers again. And then we also have, Freddie Freeman at first base batting third. Teoscar Hernández batting fourth, cleanup at right field. Max Muncy batting fifth at third base. Will Smith is going to be the catcher. And also we got Michael Conforto batting seventh. Tommy Edman batting eighth, second baseman. Then the ninth there will be Andy Pajes, the center fielder. Let's go to the Angels lineup. Got Taylor Ward leading off, left fielder. Nolan Schanuel at first base. Mike Trout batting third, designated hitter. Jorge Soler batting fourth, right fielder. Tim Anderson, shortstop. Luis Rengifo, the third baseman. Logan O'Hoppy's the catcher. Joe Adell is the center fielder. And then we got Kevin Newman batting ninth, who's going to be the second baseman. So Dustin May is the big story. Dustin May has earned his role, I think, as the fifth starter after the spring training that he has had, right? I think he's definitely earned his spot as a, fifth starter. So definitely excited to see Dustin May, pitch tonight, right? Dustin May has had a rough, last couple years, right? Had a surgery, and then last year had the freak injury, with his esophageal injury that was terrible. Eating a piece of salad, which is really, really bad. Almost died, as Dustin May talked about in an interview. Almost lost his life last year. So very lucky he's still here, and happy to see him pitch with the Dodgers today, right? And he's had a very good spring training. So I think he's going to be the story of the night, along with, of course, Mookie Betts, right? Mookie Betts is the story. The guy's lost almost 25 pounds after a terrible stomach flu. And I think everybody's interested to see how he's going to do, tonight, right? Pitch. Of course, the Dodgers are, the road team, right? Playing at Angel Stadium. Definitely a warm day out there in LA, but it's going to be an interesting day for the Dodgers today, right? As everybody's getting ready. We got a couple comments. Comment where you're watching from. Oh, we got Brad J. Thanks for watching, Brad. Mookie's back, and May is a free agent this year. That's right. Going to be a free agent this year. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Seems like we got some people here hopping on the watch along. Maybe you don't have access to today's game, and, you can watch along with me, right? Bringing you the play-by-play here for tonight's game, right? As we still got a couple more minutes before first pitch. Yeah, so it's going to be, of course, interesting to see the Dodgers in the last spring training game. Like I've talked about, Thursday is going to be even more exciting. Opening day, although the ring ceremony is not going to be on Thursday, right? It's going to be until Friday, right? Friday is going to be the big day that, they're going to give those rings out. Jack Kahanovich is going to be the pitcher for the Angels. Before, when I was prepping for today's game, I'm really glad that Steven Nelson, the broadcaster for the Dodgers, has said his name, because I had a hard time trying to figure out the pronunciation of this guy's name, right? Jack Kahanovich is the correct pronunciation for the Angels starting pitcher, who started 11 games, went 2-6, a 3.99 ERA. He's a young pitcher. As you know, the Angels are a rebuilding team. They haven't made the playoffs in 11 years. It's been a long time for them. And they once again, it's going to be a rough year for them most likely. Although the American League West doesn't look like it's going to be a very strong division. So the Angels might have maybe a outside chance to maybe make the playoffs, right? Maybe sneak in as a wild card, or maybe even challenge for the division, right? Who knows if the American West turns out to be kind of a weak division. So I have to kind of wait and see with that. So it looks like we have a bit of a delay. They said 6:07, first pitch today. That's why I hopped on like 6:02, 6:03, but it's already 6:08. And yeah, it looks like we're getting set to go here as Shohei Ohtani's walking up to the plate. And yeah, we're off here basically with Jack Kahanovich being the starting pitcher for the Angels, for the Halos, right? At Angel Stadium, Ohtani's old home, right? Ohtani, had his beginning of his career there, right? Was signed by the Angels out of Japan and was there for quite a while, many years, right? So definitely an Angels legend, along, also a Dodgers legend, world champion with the Dodgers, but Ohtani definitely has a special place for sure with Angel fans. But ready to go, and Kahanovich's first pitch is going to be down and away for ball one, 98 miles an hour, just a strong fastball. Ohtani hit .310 last year, 130 RBIs, 54 home runs. What a year for Ohtani. Next pitch is down and away, 2-0, a little bit wild there. And, how do you pitch to Ohtani, right? That's going to be the question mark all year long with, pitchers, right? How do you pitch to this guy with the year he had last year? 2-0 pitch is going to be swung on and missed from Ohtani, 95 miles an hour, kind of in the same location. It was down and away. But this time he was able to get Ohtani to kind of flinch there, right? Kahanovich working quick, although with the pitch clock, it seems like everybody's working quick these days, right? As Ohtani's going to pop that up to left field to Taylor Ward, and Ward's got it for the first out. And one up, one down here for the Angels. In the top of the first inning, scoreless, the game just kicked off. And now we get the return of Mookie Betts, right? Mookie Betts batting second tonight. This is a big moment to see what Mookie Betts could do. Mookie Betts has been out for 2 weeks. He hasn't played baseball, lost almost 25 pounds. It's been a rough go for Mookie Betts. So definitely interested to see what he could do this tonight here at Angel Stadium. First pitch to Mookie Betts is going to be inside for ball one. A lot of movement. Looked like a cutter there from Kahanovich. Mookie Betts had a hard time. We're talking about on the broadcast, holding down food. It's been a rough go around for Mookie Betts. Ground ball to Heifel at third, over to first to Chanel for the first out. So 2 up, 2 down for the Angels here in the top of the first inning. Still scoreless. It's been, if you're hopping on the live stream, make sure to subscribe to the channel. This is first time watching. Thanks for everybody who's tuning in here on the Dodgers Digest live stream. I'm going to be doing these watch-alongs here. And now Freddie Freeman will come up to the plate here for the Dodgers. First pitch to Freeman is going to be in there for strike one. Curveball in the outside corner. Good crowd for sure at Angel Stadium. Every time the Dodgers and Angels play, it's always a good crowd, right? Always a fun crowd. The 0-1 pitch is going to be fouled away. So 0-2 count now to Freddie Freeman. So 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. No score. The 0-2 pitch is upstairs. It'll be a 1-2 count, kind of a fastball. It's gone away. We've seen Kahanovich kind of be a little wild with that fastball. Hopefully the Dodgers could take advantage, maybe knock one out of the park, right? If he leaves one up in a dangerous location. The 1-2 pitch is going to be hit deep into left field, and Ward has got it on the warning track, just like I said, right? A pitch that was left up, and Freddie Freeman crushed that out. So we go to the bottom of the first inning with the score still scoreless here at Angel Stadium. But Freddie Freeman was so close to hitting a home run. Freddie Freeman continues to swing great. He's looking great here in this spring training. You know, basically continuing what he did last year in the World Series, right? Izzy's asking who batted first. Well, of course, Shohei Ohtani led off the game for the Dodgers. Had a fly out there, but it's a good start for the Dodgers. If you're hopping on the live stream for the first time, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're, of course, bringing you everyday Dodger content here on this channel. And, yeah, I'm going to take a quick break here on the channel here before the next inning starts. We'll be right back here on Dodgers Digest. Now we're back here on the Dodgers Digest, bottom of the first inning. Dustin May pitching to the Angels. Scoreless game. First pitch to Taylor Ward is going to be in there for strike one. Taylor Ward leading off for the Angels, left fielder. And really excited to see Dustin May tonight, right? Haven't seen him pitch in a Major League Baseball game in almost 2 years, right? As that next pitch, the splitter on the outside corner in there for strike two. Perfect pitch. So an 0-2 count here to Taylor Ward here in the bottom of the first inning. Scoreless at Angel Stadium. The 0-2 pitch is down and away. Off of the dirt, off of the plate, out of the over to the backstop. So the count is now 1-2. So, this spring has been great for Dustin May. He's looked really good. He's went along with Tyler Glasnow. Been two of the best pitchers for sure for the Dodgers. That 1-2 pitch is in there for strike three. So, Dustin May starts off his day with the strikeout. Taylor Ward didn't even swing. It was such a nasty pitch there, off speed on the top of the plate. But Taylor Ward didn't even bother to swing, right? And now Nolan Schanuel will come to the plate for the Angels. First baseman, highly coveted, right? Draft pick. The Angels really believe a lot in Nolan Schanuel. Schanuel fouls that off of the backstop for strike one. So Dustin May getting ahead in the count again, right? That's exactly what you have to do, right? Get ahead in the counts. That's always key for Major League Baseball pitchers, getting ahead in the count, right? The 0-1 pitch is going to be fouled away, out of play this time. Once again, behind home plate. Looks like Schanuel was just a second late on that pitch. An old coach of mine always talked about how if you foul a ball directly behind home plate, it means that you were just maybe a millisecond away from hitting that into the field of play, right? So that's kind of what happened there on that pitch to Nolan Schanuel. The 0-2 to Schanuel's outside for ball one. Baseball for sure is a sport that, everybody's working so fast now. It's crazy how quick the game is in comparison to, years past when you had games moving by so slow. The 1-2 pitch is fouled away by Schanuel up the first base line. Keep the count 1-2. And, of course, everybody's spring training, everybody's preseason ends today around Major League Baseball. A lot of teams are still playing out in Florida or in Arizona, right? But the Dodgers always choose to come to California, come to Dodger Stadium and Angel Stadium to finish out their preseason. The 1-2 pitch is outside. Fastball that got away. So the count will now go to 2-2 to Schanuel. Trout on deck for the Angels. Of course, a laid-back environment, right? Preseason game. Fans aren't too crazy. 2-2 is going to be fouled up the first base line again. It's a good at bat here from Chenul, getting some good contact. Dustin May's been on point right now, throwing some good pitches, but Chenul's just doing a good job fouling those pitches off. So the 2-2 pitch to Chenul is going to be popped up, foul again. This time behind home plate again. So definitely working hard here. This is 7 pitches now. It's fouled off 5 pitches in this at-bat. Nolan Chenul. This will be the 8th pitch of this at-bat. The score is 0-0 at Angel Stadium. 2-2 pitch is going to be swung on and missed. Big strikeout for Dustin May. So 2 strikeouts now here in the first inning, as he's gotten, of course, Ward to strike out, and now Chenul strikeout, as I put a K here on my score sheet for the strikeout, right? So a couple Ks here to start off this first inning. Perfect start here for Dustin May. And now Mike Trout, one of the best hitters of all time. First pitch to Trout is down and away. Fastball down and away. With Mike Trout, it's like same thing as Ohtani. You have a hard time figuring out where to put the ball, right, when you're pitching him, right? Where do you pitch this guy? The 1-0 pitch is going to be fouled off of Trout's foot. So Trout fouls that ball off his own foot. That always hurts, right? Remember playing baseball and fouling the ball off of your own foot hurts so much. It looks like it kind of went off of his shoe, not off of they're saying the ankle. Wow, so it went off the ankle, but kind of a strange play there. Because it's not the front ankle, it was a back ankle, right? So he fouls it off of the back ankle. Wow. Looking at the replay. The 1-1 pitch is going to be inside for ball 2. 2-1 the count. But thanks everybody for hopping on here on the live stream. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button. The 2-1 pitch is going to be down and away for ball 3. Good take there for Mike Trout. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. The score is 0-0 at Angel Stadium between the Dodgers and Angels. The 3-1 pitch is going to be swung on and missed. Great pitch there from Dustin May. Rising fastball. Kind of got Trout there to swing, but a 3-2 count now. Full count to Mike Trout. Let's see if Dustin May could go 1, 2, 3, right? Already got a couple strikeouts here in the first inning. See if he can get a third one. 3-2 pitch is going to be inside for ball 4 as Mike Trout takes that for a walk, and the Angels have their first base runner of the game. Well, actually the first base runner in general of this game, right? Because the Dodgers went 1, 2, 3. So the Angels are the team that has the first base runner of this ball game. And now Jorge Soler will come up to the plate. Player that got traded from the Giants to the Braves last year, right? Hit .241. And now the Angels have picked him up in free agency. First pitch to Soler is down and away. So, the Angels, as we talked about, it's going to be a big question mark with them this year. So many, question marks with this team, right? As usual. It hasn't been an easy go for them as of late. The 1-0 pitch is going to be in there for ball 2. 2-0 the count. Scoreless out there at Angel Stadium between the Dodgers and Angels in the final preseason game of the 2025 season. 2-0 pitch is going to be popped up by Soler out to center field. And Pajes has got it for the third out. So we go to the second inning with the score 0-0 out there at Angel Stadium. We'll be right back. back here on a Dodgers Digest. Mike Nelson here with you. First watch along of the 2025 season. It's basically a bit of a dress rehearsal, right, for me and also for the Dodgers, right? Their last game before the real deal, right? The real deal, which is going to be on Thursday, opening day at Dodger Stadium. As we're back here in the second inning. First pitch to Teoscar Hernández is going to be in there for strike one. Batting cleanup once again for the Dodgers. As Hernandez is going to ground out to the shortstop Anderson over to first to Chanel for the first out. So Kahanovic has had a good start here for the Angels. Young pitcher for the Angels, 24-year-old. Made his Major League debut last year and trying to kind of really break in to the Angels' rotation this year. We'll see, of course, if the Angels, a lot of these guys are going to get chances the way the team has been going. So now Max Muncy will come to the plate. First pitch to Muncy is going to be in there for ball one. So scoreless here in the top of the second inning with Hernandez grinding out. 1-0 pitch to Muncy is going to be in there for a strike one, 1-1 count. Scoreless out there at Angel Stadium. The 1-1 pitch is going to be swung on and missed from Max Muncy. Good fastball there for Kahanovic. Upstairs, Muncy was thinking about the fences. Freddie Freeman narrowly missed hitting a home run in the first inning. Got a good swing on an outside pitch. Didn't pull it. Went with the pitch, hit to left field. The 1-2 pitch is going to be upstairs for ball two. So 2-2 the count to Max Muncy here in the top of the second inning. Scoreless between the Dodgers and Angels. The 2-2 pitch is going to be outside for ball three. Good take there for Max Muncy. Definitely would have struck out if he swung at that pitch. We've seen Max Muncy, has had strikeout issues in the past, try to become more patient, which is always great to see a batter try to improve on errors. As Muncy takes a great pitch outside for ball four, right outside of the strike zone, just like I was talking about. Max Muncy showing patience there on that up bat and, not swinging, right? Right on the outside corner, outside the strike zone, as the Dodgers have their first base runner of today's game, right? With the Dodgers going 1-2-3 in the first inning. So Will Smith will come up to the plate. One of the best hitting catchers, if not the best hitting catcher in baseball, right? And the contract, the money is right there. The first pitch to Smith is in there for strike one. 20 home runs, 75 RBIs last year. Wow, for a catcher, those are some big numbers. 0-1 pitch is going to be hit to center field. Adele's going all the way back to the wall, and it's over the wall for a 2-run shot. That's over that yellow line, and the Dodgers take a 2-0 lead out there at Angel Stadium. As we know, Angel Stadium has that yellow line. It doesn't go over the wall, but it goes over the yellow line for the 2-run shot, and Will Smith, like I was talking about, one of the best hitting catchers in the game, showing up, hitting a 2-run shot, and the Dodgers lead 2-0 here at Angel Stadium. Looked like the pitch was on his hands, looking at the replay. Really close to his hands. Looked like a pitch that would jam him, and somehow Will Smith pushes that out of the ballpark. But as we know at Angel Stadium, the ball always carries so well at this time of day, right? 5, 6 o'clock, even a little bit into 7 o'clock. The ball carries so well at Angel Stadium. It definitely, once it hits 8 o'clock, that ball ain't going out. This was 2 hours later, that ball would have never went out of the ballpark. As Conforto hits the 0-1 pitch out to center field for Adele. He makes the second out. That was the second pitch to Conforto, but the Dodgers getting a 2-run shot from Will Smith, and that, of course, is a great way to start off today's game. And, Kahanovic was, just leaving pitches in dangerous spots, right? Left it against Freeman. And this time, I don't know if this was really a dangerous spot, right? It was kind of on his hands, and Will Smith just had a lot of strength there on that swing, and he was able to crush it out. Now Tommy Edman comes to the plate as he fouls it away. What a big pickup for Tommy Edman. What a huge pickup for the Dodgers, right? He only hit .237 in the regular season, right? But come on, this guy, the NLCS MVP, what a huge pickup. I don't know if the Dodgers win the World Series without Tommy Edman. Edman hits this to left field for a squib hit. Taylor Ward can't do anything with that. A little squibber, and Edman's going to slide into second base for a double. This guy is so fast. I mean, that looked like a single, but this guy was so quick out of the box, and he's able to run to second. And I'm just worried Tommy Edman could get hurt on that play. I mean, this game doesn't count, Tommy. I mean, we don't want you getting hurt. This guy just sprinted out of the box. It was just a little squib hit out to left field. And Tommy Edman's at second base. The Dodgers have a runner at second with 2 outs here in the top of the second inning with the score 2-0 against the Angels. The last preseason, last spring training game is Ron Washington's out there to talk to the umpires. I'm not sure for what. I believe it was a legal play. He simply hit the ball and ran to second. Not sure what Ron is talking about. What a start for the Dodgers, huh? What a start for the Dodgers. And now we go to the number 9 hitter, Andy Pajes, who's had a great spring training. He's looked great. And, excited to see what he could do in 25 for sure, right? And now it looks like they said Tommy Edman didn't touch first base. What a strange play as the Angels throw it to first. So Tommy Edman didn't touch first base. That was probably what the discussion was about. And we go to what a strange way to end that top of the second inning. So Edman never touched first. We go to the bottom of the second inning with the score. Dodgers 2, Angels nothing. We'll be right back on Dodgers Digest. We're back here at Dodgers Digest. Mike Nelson here with you. And yeah, looking at the replay, Dodgers lead 2-0, but Tommy Edman didn't touch first base on that play, and that's why he was thrown out at first after the fact, right? After he went to second. Just a strange way to end that top of the second. So Tim Anderson leading off here for the Angels. Dustin May looked great. Already has 23 pitches after that long of bat to Nolan Schanuel. As the 0-1 pitch is outside for ball 1, so 1-1 the count. Tim Anderson was one of the best hitters in baseball a few years back, and he has really tailed down. Of course, first year with the Angels. 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed outside. Great movement on that pitch from Dustin May, getting Anderson, to fool Anderson there on that swing. So the 1-2 pitch to Anderson is going to be swung on and missed on the outside corner. Another strikeout for Dustin May. Now has 3 strikeouts to start off this game. 3 strikeouts out of the 5 batters he has faced. It's been a great start for Dustin May. Dodgers, of course, leading 2-0 out there at Angel Stadium. Great start here for the Dodgers. And now Luis Rengifo will come to the plate here for the Angels. Third baseman. First pitch to Rengifo is going to be popped up. Betts at shortstop has got it. Now he'll have to go a little bit into the center field to make that catch. So Betts making his first defensive assist, the first defensive play since coming back from that stomach flu, out for 2 weeks, losing almost 25 pounds. It was a rough last couple weeks for Mookie Betts. So now coming up to the plate will be Logan O'Hoppe, catcher. The first pitch to O'Hoppe is down and away. Dodgers lead 2-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. 27 pitches for Dustin May so far. The 1-0 pitch to O'Hoppe is going to hit him right on the hands. So that hits O'Hoppe, and O'Hoppe will go to first base. It looks like O'Hoppe is going to be okay. I guess he had a padding on. Kind of a dangerous play, right? I mean, the last day of the preseason, getting hit by a pitch is definitely not something the Angels want to be seeing, right? They do not want to be seeing their starting catcher get hit by a pitch on the last day of the preseason. Looks like it hit him on the shoulder. I thought it was the hand. But looking at the replay, it looks like it hit the guard, the shoulder guard, tricep guard. That's what it looks like it hit. So now coming up for the Angels will be Joe Adell, another one of those guys that the Angels have really thought highly of, but just hasn't really panned out. He had a good second half to the 2024 season. Closed out, had a good second half, but interested to see how he does in 25, right? His count is 0-1 to Adell as he hits this to center field. Pajes has to go all the way back to the warning track to make the out. So we go to the third inning with the Dodgers leading 2-0 after a 2-run shot from Will Smith. And if you're stumbling on this channel for the first time, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're, of course, bringing you everyday Dodger content. We're the best Dodger channel out there. There's nobody else like us. Myself, Brad J, bring you live streams every Monday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern. And, of course, we're also bringing you these pretty cool watch-alongs where you get to watch the game with a new perspective, right? Definitely not the same perspective you're going to get on the mainstream radio or TV, right? So make sure to hit that subscribe button. It's the last day of the preseason. It's the last day, right? This is it. The season, the spring training 2025 season will come to an end after today, right? We're going to go, of course, full-on regular season starting Thursday. Thursday is going to be the start of the regular season, and super excited to see the Dodgers. And what do you guys think? I mean, we've done this before, but maybe if you weren't watching last time, what's the over-under for Dodgers wins this year? Do we see a cruise control run to the World Series? Do we see any trouble for the Dodgers in their route to defending this championship, or do we think it's going to be an easy ride? It's never easy to repeat, right? It's never easy, right? It's always difficult, always a difficult task, of course, to try to repeat. But super excited to watch the games once we get going with the regular season when it actually counts, right? Because right now this is just fun, right? These games mean absolutely nothing. So we go to the top of the third inning. Of course, Dodgers lead 2-0 here. Andy Pajes will now come to the plate for the first time after Edman didn't touch second base on that attempted double, right? The first pitch from Kahanovic is going to be in there for strike one. So Jack Kahanovic still in the game for the Angels. As Pajes will hit this to first base to Chenul. He's able to touch first for the first out as Pajes grounds out. So we go back to the top of the lineup with, of course, Shohei Ohtani coming up again. Ohtani flied out back in the first inning. And you hear a big cheer, right, in Angel Stadium. Angel fans still love this guy, right? They still love this guy. 54 home runs, 130 RBIs. Just what a crazy year for Ohtani last year. First pitch is in there for strike one, right on the outside corner. Although I don't know if that was a strike. A little bit. I think like the umpire wants to end this game a little quick because that would look a little bit outside. But first pitch is in there for strike one. 0-1 pitch is down and away for ball one. Good take there from Ohtani. Not getting fooled by that down and away pitch. Dodgers lead 2-0 here in the top of the third inning as the 1-1 pitch is taken outside for ball two. Dodgers 2, Angels nothing here at Angel Stadium. Ohtani, one of the best hitters in baseball, if not the best hitter right now, right? As he fouls it off to make it 2-2. They were talking about on the radio the other day how Ohtani is a must-see player, right? Every time this guy is batting, everybody's watching him, right? After last year, everybody's eyes are on Ohtani around the baseball world, around the sports world, right? Because after a historic 24 season, the next pitch is taken upstairs for ball three. Ohtani kind of had to back away there on that pitch. It's been interesting to see how Ohtani can get accustomed here. Oh, and Ohtani's going to hit that all the way out. That's gone. Oh, right off the wall. Looked like it was going to leave the park. What a swing from Ohtani for a double. Just narrowly missed going over, right? Just narrowly missed going over that yellow line in center field. Pitch was left inside, and Ohtani was able to pull that, even though it was, a curveball falling out the strike zone, down out of the strike zone, but Ohtani was able to crush that and just narrowly missed hitting a home run, just going off of the wall. Wow. Ball is really carrying well at Angel Stadium tonight, right? Really carrying well. And now Mookie Betts will come to the plate. The score is Dodgers 2, Angels nothing, top of the third inning. As Betts will hit this, pop it up to first to Chenul, and he makes the out. So 2 outs, caught that in foul territory for the foul out. So now Freddie Freeman will come up to the plate for the Dodgers. So 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. Dodgers lead 2-0. Runner at second base. So Ohtani picked up a double. And, of course, the last spring training, the last preseason game of 2025. Kahanovich throws a fastball right down the middle, and Freeman's able to foul it off of the backstop to make this 0-1 to count. It's been, of course, interesting to see, Freddie Freeman coming back. Had a rib injury that forced him to, miss the games out in Japan, but looks like he's fully healthy now as Freeman fouls this away to make it 0-2. Just narrowly missing a home run there in the first inning. Got a good swing on a pitch and almost made it 1-0 back in the first. And to be caught at the fence out there by Taylor Ward. So the 0-2 pitch to Freeman is going to be swung on and missed for strike three. So the Dodgers leave Ohtani at second. We go to the bottom of the third inning with the score, Dodgers 2, Angels nothing. We're back here at Dodgers Digest, the first watch along of the 2025 season. Thanks for everybody who's hopping on the channel. Comment where you're watching from. Make sure to subscribe as well. And Dodgers lead 2-0 here in the bottom of the third inning. Dustin May still in the game. As the first pitch to Kevin Newman, the number 9 hitter for the Dodgers, for the Angels, is swung on and missed. So the count is now 0-1 to Newman. 0-1 pitch to Newman is outside for ball 1. 1-1 the count. Kevin Newman, a AAA player for the Angels. Played over 100 games last year in AAA. Looking to get more playing time this year with the team from down south, right? The 1-1 pitch is going to be fouled away. So now Newman down in the count. Dustin May has looked great this afternoon. Sun is still out, right? I would say afternoon, right? Dustin May has looked great this afternoon, right? He's looked really good. You know, it's been a great spring training. I'm excited to see him pitch as the number 5 starter. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed for a strikeout, for strike 3. And it's his 4th strikeout of the game for Dustin May. And now we go to the top of the lineup with the Angels with Taylor Ward, right? But already 4 strikeouts through the first time to the lineup. And we're going to see probably the starting pitchers go 4 or 5 innings today. It's a meaningless game. The first pitch to Ward is in there for strike 1. And just the location of Dustin May has been really great to watch, right? I mean, I think that's what stood out with today's start. The location, the velocity is definitely there. The 0-1 pitch to Ward is going to be outside for ball 1. But definitely, he's been on point with his, pitch selection and just, finding the strike zone, right from the get-go. It's been a great start for Dustin May. The 1-1 pitch is going to be upstairs for ball 2. Dodgers lead 2-0 against the Angels in the final game of the 2025 preseason, right? 2025 spring training. The 2-1 pitch is going to be swung on and missed. Great pitch on the inside corner. Taylor Ward had no chance of making contact on that pitch. No way. If he made contact, it would have been popped up, right? No way he'd get solid contact on that. The 2-2 pitch is going to be in there for strike 3, right down the middle. Taylor Ward takes that for strike 3. Dustin May's 5th strikeout of the afternoon, right down the middle. Wow. And Taylor Ward has now struck out twice in this game. And both times looking, if I'm not mistaken. Now we go to Nolan Schanuel, who also struck out his first time up for the Angels. First pitch of Schanuel is going to be popped up to left field to Conforto. Conforto's got it. We go to the 4th inning with the Dodgers leading 2-0 on the Angels. We'll be right back here on Dodgers Digest. All right, we're back here on a Dodgers Digest with the first watch along of the 2025 season. Thanks for watching, everybody. Dodgers lead 2-0. Go to the top of the fourth inning with Teoscar Hernández coming to the plate as he grounds this right to Kahanovic, and he's able to get it to first to Chanel for the first out. So one pitch, one out for the Dodgers, right? For the Angels, I should say it, right? Dodgers lead 2-0 here in the top of the fourth inning with that ground out. And now Max Muncy will come to the plate here for the Dodgers. Kahanovic has had a rough go, leaving pitches in bad locations today. His first pitch to Muncy's outside for ball one. A little bit wild for sure. Kind of mentioned that right from the get-go in the first inning that the fastball looked a little bit out of control, right? And I think that's been definitely an issue for Kahanovic. The 1-0 pitch is out in there for strike one. Looked like it was outside. Umpire gives him the strike. So 1-1 count there to Muncy. So comment where you're watching from. We want to know people from all over the world are watching us. As Muncy fights that off and fouls it away for strike two. 40 pitches for Kahanovic. We'll see how many innings Kahanovic and May go in a game like today, right? You don't want anybody getting hurt. It's a low energy game, right? Because it's the last preseason game. You definitely feel it from the players and the crowd, right? The 1-2 pitches upstairs for ball two. As Kahanovic has thrown a lot of sinkers today, and it's been the pitch he has kind of relied on in tonight's game. 2-2 pitch to Muncy's down and away for ball three, another sinker. So full count. Muncy walked in his first bat, had some good takes, and that was a good take there for Max Muncy. Trying to be more patient this year. We know he's struggled with the strikeout, so it's good to see Muncy be more patient. As Muncy fouls that away, good swing there for Muncy. It's a tough pitch to hit, so Muncy does a good job to fight it off. Dodgers lead 2-0 in the top of the fourth inning after a Will Smith 2-run shot that just got over that yellow line out there in the Angel Stadium wall. As we know, Angel Stadium, you don't have to hit the ball over the fence to hit a home run, right? As Muncy's going to, look like he fouled that off. Yes, he did. So he fouls that off of the catcher to stay alive. First instance, he thought, man, maybe Muncy struck out, but no. He fouled that off. Got a little bit of a piece, right? And he fouls it off of Logan O'Hoppy's glove. 3-2 pitch is going to be outside for ball four, and Max Muncy walks for the second time in today's game. A couple walks, and now Will Smith will come up to the plate. His first time up, he hit a 2-run shot, and this time he's got Muncy at first again, so look out, right? So Kahanovic will face Smith for the second time in today's game. All these home runs and hits don't count for your overall career average. That's the only downside of preseason, right? The first pitch to Smith is in there for strike one. And another downside with the preseason is the changes we're going to get, right? I mean, all the pitching changes, the player changes, the personnel changes, and that's where it gets a little crazy as a broadcaster, right? Because you don't know who's playing, especially when you're watching on TV. Smith is going to ground this to third to Rengifo. He goes to second for the first out. They get to Chanel for the second. Double play, and the Angels were able to get through that. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning with the Dodgers up 2-0. Going to check the comments here. Vidal says, following you from El Paso, Texas. Thanks a lot, Vidal, for tuning in tonight. So comment below where you're watching this live stream from. If you're stumbling upon this live stream for the first time, maybe you the algorithm sent you over. If you're a Dodger fan, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to like this video. Make sure to share it. It definitely goes a long way. We got a live stream every Friday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. Every Friday morning we're doing those live streams here on the channel. So make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. We got everyday videos coming out on all the biggest news for sure. So that's what we do here at Dodgers Digest. I don't see any other Dodger channels doing watch-alongs, so you got to make sure you hit that subscribe button. But yeah, Dodgers, it's been a good day for Dustin May, right? It's been definitely, super fun to watch him pitch today. It's going to be the bottom of the 4th inning, right? So we'll see how long, this might be the last inning for Dustin May, right? I mean, the way today is going, I don't know. I don't think Dustin May, maybe we'll see him 5 innings, but this might be the last inning we see Dustin May, right? I think this could potentially be the last inning we see Dustin May. Just not trying to risk it. This guy is going to be playing with the Dodgers. I mean, this guy is going to be, the guy for the Dodgers. He's going to be the number 5 starter. So you definitely don't want to risk him, having any injury for sure once the season starts. So I think got to make sure we keep him healthy for the start of the season. So the Dodgers lead 2-0. The Angels still yet to get a hit in this game. So a bit of a no-hitter going for Dustin May, right? And then as soon as I say that, the Angels will get a hit, right? It's broadcaster's jinx. The first pitch to Trout is in there for strike 1. Right on the inside corner. Good off-speed pitch there. Dustin May has just had a plethora of pitches today, and they've all looked great, right? The 0-1 pitch to Trout is fouled away. 42 pitches today for Dustin May. It's been definitely a good day for May. That rhymes, right? The 0-2 pitch is going to be fouled off the backstop. Mike Trout. Trout walked his first time up. Had a good at bat, and once again having another good at bat. This guy, it's hard to get Trout. I mean, I don't know. Watching Mike Trout throughout the years, you rarely goes down on 3 strikes, right? This guy always puts on a fight. 0-2 pitch is going to be in there for strike 3. And that's the second Angel hitter that is struck out looking on a pitch right down the middle, right? So this is 6th strikeout for Dustin May. As that pitch, Mike Trout thought that was, going inside. I don't think he knew that was going inside. Just so much movement on that pitch, and ends up falling in there for strike 3. Just so much movement. It's hard to pinpoint where that ball is going. The first pitch to Solera is in there for ball 1. Solera lined out his first time up. Angels still looking for their first hit in this ball game. The 1-0 pitch is going to be fouled away up the first base line. Dodgers 2, Angels nothing here in the bottom of the 4th inning. The 1-1 pitch is going to be, looks like it hits Soler. Yep, that hit Soler off of his arms. That's the second hit batter. So we've seen, the Angels get on base a couple times. And now, this one did hit Soler's hand. Kind of like it, looking at the replay, it looked like it might have hit the arm kind of buried right under the elbow arm. Wow. So that hurts, right on the elbow, it seems like. So that's why you see Soler kind of moving his hand after getting hit by the elbow. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see Soler check out of this game. I mean, because this thing hit him right in the elbow. As Soler is walking over to first base. But, I mean, in this kind of a game, it looks like he's going to stay in. Wow. So, second batter that Dustin May hits in today's game. And that puts a base runner here for the Angels with Tim Anderson coming up to the plate. Tim Anderson struck out his first time up. 7 Ks for Dustin May tonight. Been a great day. That just definitely got Soler right on the elbow, right? Right on the elbow. So the first pitch to Anderson is going to be in there for strike 1. Fastball right down the middle. Right down. We've seen Angel hitters take a lot of pitches down the middle in today's game. Right? And, still looking for that first hit. The 0-1 pitch to Anderson is going to be hit off of May, right off his back. May makes a great play over to first to Freeman to get the out. What a great play by Dustin May as that ball went right off of his back. And he's able to recover, pick up the ball with his hand, and throw it over to first for the out. What a great play by Dustin May. Wow. Got to see this replay. I want to see exactly where it hit Dustin May. Yeah, it looks like it hit right on the lower back. Right above his butt. Right there. That's where the ball hit him on that line drive. Yep. Right off the lower back, off of his butt right there. And he's able to pick that up and throw it over to first. Imagine getting hit by a line drive as a pitcher in that location. Wow. So 2 outs here. Runner at second here for the Angels. The first pitch to Rengifo is outside for ball 1. Two outs, Dodgers 2, Angels nothing here in the bottom of the 4th inning. The 1-0 pitch to Rengifo was upstairs for ball 2. Dustin May potentially could be pitching his last inning of this game. Of course, Rengifo hit 300 last year for the Angels. Had a great year. Trying to continue that in 25. Not too many hitters on the Angels hit 300, right? 2-0 pitch is upstairs for ball 3. So Rengifo gets ahead in the count. Dodgers 2, Angels nothing. Runner at second for the Angels. Still looking for their first base hit of this game. It's been a great day for Dustin May at the mound. So, first time he's kind of run into trouble all night long. 3-0 pitch is going to be in there for strike 1, right on the outside corner. Rengifo didn't like the call, but it was right on the outside corner, so good call there from the umpire. So the 3-1 pitch to Rengifo is going to be down and away for ball 4, so the Angels have runners at first and second with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning, with the Dodgers leading 2-0. It's been, of course, a rough day offensively for the Angels. Logan O'Hoppe will come up to the plate, their catcher. Logan O'Hoppe, one of those guys that the Angels are hoping can turn out to be a star, right? They drafted him, and they're really excited about O'Hoppe going into the second year. The first pitch to O'Hoppe is going to be fouled away for strike 1. Angels have first and second with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Dodgers lead 2-0. Will Smith 2-run homer. As May checks the runners, the 0-1 pitch is going to be fouled away from O'Hoppe over the backstop and out of play. So 0-2 the count here. Dustin May a strike away from getting out of the jam here in the 4th inning, which would be a very successful outing if he's able to do that, right? So here we go. May knows the pitch, and May throws it into O'Hoppe for upstairs for ball 1. The count will now be 1-2. Kind of a fastball that got away there from Dustin May. We haven't seen that too much. We see Dustin May kind of he's looking a little more tired now as we got into this 4th inning. The 1-2 pitch is going to be inside for ball 2. As a curveball just curved a little bit too much, right? And that goes inside for ball 2. So the count is now 2-2. Runners at first and second for the Angels. In the bottom of the 4th inning, Dodgers lead 2-0. Logan O'Hoppe is the batter. The 2-2 pitch to O'Hoppe is going to be popped up, out of play. Looks like it goes out of play completely, but fan did make the play, right? Always fun when the ball goes into the crowd, right? Got to be ready with your glove. You just never know when you're going to get the ball, right? You just never know. You always got to be ready. The 2-2 pitch is going to be hit up the over the third baseman's head over to Conforto. That's for the Angels' first hit of the game, and the Angels get their first run as well. So the score is now 2-1 as O'Hoppe gets the RBI single out into left field. Gets the base hit and the RBI is a good swing there. And, Dustin May just looked a bit looks a little bit tired now. These last few batters, you see the velocity has gone down. He's kind of lost his location, and Ohapi's able to take advantage there on a good, pitch that was kind of left up. So the Angels have a first and second still with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 2 outs though, and Dave Roberts has not come out yet. A little bit surprised. We haven't seen Dave Roberts, but it was just a quick meeting with Max Muncy and Will Smith there, and looks like Dustin May staying in to face Joe Adell, right? Joe Adell, who flew out his first time up. Had 20 home runs last year, 62 RBI. Hit 207, though, kind of a low batting average, but had a good year. Closed out the year with 20 homers, right? I mean, that's a successful year for a young player. So first and second for Joe Adell. The Dodgers lead 2-1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. The 2-1 pitch is going to be hit to the third baseman Muncy. He's able to get it to first for the out. The Dodgers, are able only to keep that score, able to hold on to the lead. We go to the 5th inning with the score, Dodgers 2, Angels 1. We'll be right back here on Dodgers Digest. Back here on Dodgers Digest. Mike Nelson here with you on the first watch along of the 2025 season. The Dodgers lead 2-1 over the Angels. We go to the 5th inning. It was a great outing from Dustin May. Only held the Angels to 1 hit through 4 innings. Did hit a couple batters, but it was overall a great start for Dustin May. As Kahanovic still in the game for the Angels, and the first pitch to Conforto is going to be outside for ball 1. So 1-0 count. Michael Conforto, we didn't get a chance to talk about him. As Conforto, once again, we don't get much of a chance to talk about him as he grounds it to second to Newman, and he gets it to Chenot for the out. But Conforto, big pickup, right, from the Giants. Kind of a pickup we, didn't really think we were going to get, right? An outfielder that the Giants surprisingly let go, and the Dodgers picked up. And he's able to grounds out, though, as he's gone 0 for 2 today. Now Tommy Edman will come up to the plate. Of course, thought he had a double, but didn't touch first base the last time he was up. So it was a ground out. It's the first pitch to Edman is in there for strike 1. A little bit surprised we're seeing Kahanovic stay in the game for the Angels, right? Preseason game, I guess. You would think he would have been out by now, but 5th inning, still in the game. 0-1 pitch to Edman. He thought about bunting, but pulls back, and the count will go to 1-1. Why not have a bunt, right? It's preseason. Just try it out. I mean, this is what it's all about in these types of games. Try out plays. Try anything you want. These games don't mean anything. As Edman pops this out to left field, And Taylor Ward makes a tough play. It almost went foul, but he's able to make the catch for the out in fair play, in fair territory for the fly out. And now Andy Pajes will come up to the plate to ground it out his first time up. 248 last year, 13 homers, 46 ribbies. Dodgers lead 2-1 here in the top of the fifth inning. 2 outs, nobody on here at Angel Stadium. The final game of the 25 preseason. First pitch to Pajes is in there for strike one. Good curveball in the outside corner from Kahanovic, who's had an overall, pretty decent day for the Angels, right? Gave up the 2-run homer, but he's kind of settled in the last couple innings. 0-1 pitch to Pajes is in there for strike two, right on the outside corner. Good fastball, 95 miles an hour. Austin Barnes on deck. Looks like he'll be pinch hitting for Shohei. Looks like we've seen the end of Shohei of today's game. Already had 2 at-bats. Is it 1-2 pitches in there for ball 2 inside. So the count now goes to, the count is out 1-2. 1-2 pitch is going to be in there. Actually going to be inside for a ball. So the count is now 2-2. It's close, but umpire gives it a ball. So count is now 2-2. 2 outs. Top of the fifth inning. Nobody on here for the Dodgers. The 2-2 pitch is going to be grounded to the shortstop Anderson over to Chanel at first. He's able to get the out. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning with the Dodgers leading 2-1. If you're stumbling upon the live stream for the first time, maybe the algorithm sent you over, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Myself, Brad J, we're bringing you everyday Dodger content, bringing it to you like nobody else. We got the weekly live streams on Monday mornings, and then we're going to be bringing you these watch-alongs here with the Dodgers, right? Basically, bring you the game live as it happens. So if you're not close to a radio, you can always go to the Dodgers Digest channel, and the broadcast will be right there as it's happening. So, yeah, Dodgers leading 2-1. It's a meaningless game. It's basically just a game to get into game shape. It's always preseason baseball is kind of like the worst to watch out of all the sports, right? Because it's definitely not like other sports too. It's always rough to watch, right? Because the games mean absolutely nothing. But here in the Dodgers finally getting the regular season going, I think it's going to be super fun for sure. As we got David C saying, "What's up, Mike? What's up, David? Thanks for watching." So comment on the chat where you're watching from. What do you think about this year? What do you think about the Dodgers? Is it going to be an easy ride to the World Series? Who poses the biggest threat to the Dodgers repeating in 25? Like we talked about before, I think in the National League, it's going to be the New York Mets, right? I think the New York Mets are going to be the biggest threat, with the big pickup with Juan Soto, right, this offseason, getting the most money ever in sports history. You would expect the Mets to be contending for something this year, right? And they're in the same league as the Dodgers, so that's going to be the big question mark, right? How how the Dodgers compete against the Mets, right? Last year they played in the NLCS, so we could see that NLCS again this year, right? So interested to see if Dustin May is going to stay in this game, and he does. As the first pitch is a ground ball to short, and Mookie gets to the first to Freeman for the first out, and 1 out here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Dodgers lead 2-1. And that's exactly what you want. This late in the game, you want quick up-bats, right? 1 pitch, 1 out, right? So the Angels go to the top of the lineup with Taylor Ward. The first pitch to Ward is outside for ball 1. Taylor Ward's already struck out twice in this game. Both of them were looking. And the last one was right down the middle. Taylor Ward struck out on a pitch right down the middle. And, May's been great, only giving up 1 hit tonight. The 1-0 pitch is in there for strike 1. Dodgers lead 2-1 here in the bottom of the fifth inning. 1 out here. Nobody on for the Angels. 1-1 pitch is going to be hit to center field to Pajes. He makes the out. So now 2 outs for the Dodgers. As Ward is now gone 0 for 3 in today's game. And now Nolan Schanuel will come to the plate. Schanuel 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout today. Although I assume Schanuel's coming up. It's going to be a rough, the next few innings are going to be rough, right? Because you don't know who's coming up, who's staying in with the preseason. But yeah, Schanuel's still up, still playing for the Angels. You got to wait to hear for the public address announcer, right? The 0-2 pitch is going to be outside for ball 1. Schanuel, the first baseman for the Angels, at .250 last year, 13 homers, 54 RBI. Angels, of course, hoping he can have a better 25 season. 1-0 pitch is in there for strike 1. Angels only have 1 hit in this game so far. Dodgers 2, Angels 1. Schanuel hits this to the second baseman, Edman. He gets it to Freeman for the out. We go to the 6th inning with the Dodgers leading 2-1. We'll be right back here on Dodgers Digest. Back here on Dodgers Digest, Mike Nelson here with you. So comment below. We got a comment here from David C. saying, definitely not an easy ride. Anything can happen in baseball. Whoever gets hot at the right time can win, right? And that's exactly right. I mean, you never know what can happen in baseball. That's what makes baseball such an awesome game, right? Think of the D-backs last couple years ago, right? The D-backs, who would have thought the D-backs would go to the World Series? And they did. They got hot at the right time. They got the right pitching at the right time. Although this year, I don't know, with the Jordan Montgomery injury, Montgomery going down for the year, it's going to be tough for them to really do something, I think, in 25, right? But it's going to be interesting to see, what kind of team we have this year, right? Definitely going to be interesting. So it looks like Dave Roberts talking to Dustin May. Looks like his day is done. As Kahanovich is still in the game for the Angels. We go to the 6th inning. Only 58 pitches, right? It's been kind of a quick day for Kahanovich, but rare to see a pitcher go this deep in the preseason, right? So Kahanovich still out there. His first pitch to Barnes is pinch hitting for Ohtani. Fouls it away. So the count now go 0-2. So Shohei Ohtani's day is done. No surprise there. Had a couple of bats. Had a double. Almost had a home run, just narrowly missed hitting that over the yellow line there in the outfield wall in center field. The 0-2 pitch to Barnes is outside, completely outside, goes all the way to the backstop. That was not a competitive pitch there from Kahanovich. And, the Angels are going to rely on, pitchers like Kahanovich having a good 25 season if they want to have a shot at making the playoffs or at least trying to compete for the wild card, right? The 1-2 pitch is going to be upstairs for ball 2. Dodgers lead 2-1 here in the top of the 6th inning. The Angels only have 1 hit in today's game. The 2-2 pitch to Barnes is going to be fouled, or actually going to stay in play. A line drive to right field. And 1 out here for the Angels in the top of the 6th inning. And now, of course, we're going to have so many, player personnel changes. It's going to be hard to keep up who's on the field, who's not, especially when you're not at the stadium hearing all the changes, right? Because The Angels have a new right fielder. We don't know who it is. They haven't said who it was on the broadcast, right? But, of course, in the preseason, you always have a lot of changes, right? As Mookie Betts takes a ball one, still in the game. Mookie Betts 0 for 2. Mookie Betts playing his first game in 2 weeks since almost losing 25 pounds of that stomach flu. As the next pitch is going to be grounded to the second baseman Newman. He gets it to first for the out. And Mookie Betts has now gone 0 for 3 in today's game. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. So nobody on. Dodgers 2, Angels 1. Kohanovic still in the game, 64 pitches. It's definitely settled in here in the last couple innings. And the first pitch to Freddie Freeman is going to be outside for ball one. Freddie Freeman flew out in his last bat. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Dodgers 2, Angels 1 as Freeman fouls it up the first base line. You see Dustin May talking to Dave Roberts in the dugout. Looks like his day is done. What a great outing for Dustin May. It was a pitcher that we talked about. We were excited to see in 25 as Freeman grounds us to second baseman Newman to Chenul for the out. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning with the score Dodgers 2, Angels 1. We'll be right back here on Dodgers Digest. Back here on Dodgers Digest. Mike Nelson here with you. The Dodgers lead 2-1 over the Angels on this final preseason game of the 25 season. And Sam Carlson will come in and pitch for the Dodgers. Double-A pitcher at a 4.25 ERA last year, a 4-2 record. Had a pretty decent year in Double-A. You know, we're now going to get into the minor league players, right, of both teams. As Carlson is going to face Mike Trout. Imagine you come in, a minor league pitcher, and you have to face Mike Trout, right? As Mike Trout takes the first pitch outside. He's 0 for 1 today with a walk, third up bat of the day. The 1-0 pitch to Trout is in there for strike one, right down the middle, right down the pipe. Good pitch there from Carlson. Luckily, Mike Trout didn't swing, right? But good day for Dustin May. I think that's the big story. Really excited to see him pitch during the season. The 1-1 pitch is going to be actually a check swing from Trout. They appeal at first. No swing. Count goes to 2-1. So Carlson, the new pitcher for the Dodgers, came in to replace Dustin May. Bottom of the 6th inning, the score is Dodgers 2, Angels 1. As Trout's going to pop this up to the second baseman Chris Taylor, who checked in. And Taylor makes the out. Of course, Mookie Betts is checked out of this game. Petrano's now the new first baseman for the Dodgers. So the Dodgers, of course, making some changes. Dodgers 2, Angels 1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The first pitch is in there for strike 1 to Gustavo Campero, who came in to replace the Angel right fielder as the new right fielder here in the bottom of the 6th. As Campero swings and misses for the second pitch, 0-2 the count. Of course, Jorge Soler checked out as the right fielder, so Campero slips in to bat fourth. The cleanup spot for the Angels. Dodgers 2, Angels 1. The 0-2 pitch to Campero is going to be swung on and missed. So a 3-pitch strikeout for Carlson. Big strikeout there. Great to see the young pitcher get that strikeout. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. We now go to of course, the 5th spot here for the Angels. Tim Anderson is still in the game. The first pitch to Anderson is going to be in there for strike 1. And Tim Anderson is another player that, of course, the Angels are going to be looking at closely this year with, a player who was one of the best hitters in baseball last couple years. Well, 2 or 3 years ago, he's one of the best hitters, and now he's really tailed off as Anderson fouls it off to make it 0-2. Dodgers 2, Angels 1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Nobody on. Angels only have 1 hit in today's game. They've reached quite a bit, though, with a couple hit batters, a couple walks. But only 1 hit to show for. Of course, Logan O'Hoppe had the 1 RBI single. And that 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. Pitch was completely out of the strike zone. We go to the top of the 7th inning with the Dodgers leading 2-1. Back here on Dodgers Digest with the Dodgers, of course, leading 2-1 here in the top of the 7th inning. As Kike Hernandez is now checked in for the Dodgers. There's just going to be a lot of changes now. It's going to be hard to know who's playing in this game, right? But Kahanovic's still in the game for the Angels. I mean, it's kind of crazy in 2025 that the starting pitcher is still in the game for the Angels, right? Well, Ron Washington, an old school manager. So Kahanovic still out there for the Angels, right? Pitching, starting pitcher in the 7th inning. His 2-0 pitch is going to be grounded to the third baseman, and he's able to get him out, and we have 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. Dodgers 2, Angels 1. As Miguel Rojas will come up to the plate now. Of course, Rojas has had to play a couple games last week for the Dodgers, right? With Mookie Betts going down with the stomach flu. And Rojas kind of had to step in there in Japan, right? And Rojas is going to play a pivotal role again this year as that veteran presence and just the guy that's going to fill in when injuries happen. It's the first pitch that Rojas has swung on and missed to make it 0-1 the count. Dodgers 2, Angels 1 here in the top of the 7th inning. Out at Angel Stadium, the final game of the 2025 preseason. The 0-1 pitch is fouled away by Miguel Rojas. Yesterday, the Angels had a big comeback win in the bottom of the 9th inning, so we'll see. This game is far from over, right? It's only a 1-run game. But so far, it's been a rough day offensively for the Angels because the Dodgers have had really good pitching, right? Great start from Dustin May. Only 1 hit the Angels have had today. The 0-2 pitch is going to be in there for strike 3, right down the middle. So 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. Nobody on. Kahanovic keeping his pitch count down, 73 pitches. The way it's going, maybe we'll see him stay the whole game. The way Ron Washington is managing this game, he is still out there in the 7th inning. Now, Chris Oakey will come up. Oakey had a home run back, or had a big double in the game on Sunday night out at Dodger Stadium. Double A catcher for the Dodgers. So the first pitch is in there for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch is going to be swung on and missed. Of course, down and away. So the count now goes to 0-2 as Oakey calls for time. Kahanovic works so quick, it's hard for the Dodgers really to get any rhythm when they're facing him, right? This guy works really quick, the Angels pitcher. The 0-2 pitch to Oakey is going to be swung on and missed for strike 3. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning with the Dodgers leading 2-1. We're back here on Dodgers Digest. Mike Nelson here with you in the first watch-along of the 2025 season. We're going to be bringing you watch-alongs all year long. If you're seeing the channel for the first time, due to the algorithm, make sure to hit the subscribe button, like this video, share it. Of course, we're going to be bringing you everyday Dodger content, live streams every Monday morning, pregame, postgame. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. As Dodgers, of course, leading 2-1 here at Angel Stadium. Jack Little will come in to pitch now for the Dodgers. As count will now go to 2-0. Of course, this is going to be basically your Double-A, your AAA guys coming in here. The Dodgers have had one of the best, minor league systems in recent years. So it's always cool to see who's going to come up next, right? Who's going to be the next guy that's going to contribute for the Dodgers, right? I mean, that's something the Dodgers have had. Well, the Angels, Cole Fantelli is the batter now for the Angels, Double-A player. 3-0 pitch is going to be in there right down the middle. So Fontenelle, Double-A player for the Angels. The 3-1 pitch is going to be upstairs for ball 4 as Little walks the leadoff batter. And, you really can't have, your starting, players play this whole game, right? There's no way you could do that, right? There's no way you can have players such as like Shohei Ohtani who had to check out, right? You have to check Shohei Ohtani out. Only had a couple of bats, and that's it. I mean, cannot risk him getting hurt, and that's just the way it goes, right? I mean, at this point, basically everybody is out of this game, right? And now you have just the guys that are going to be in the minor leagues this year. As the Angels get a sacrifice bunt down, and they now have the tying run at second base with 1 out. Still only 1 hit for them so far in this game. And almost 7 innings of play. So Oki does a good job there picking that ball up off the ground and throwing it to first. And there's no way Oki could have grounded that with his glove. So it did a perfect job, grinding that with his, picking that up, making the out with his hand, right? Picking up the ball up and throwing it to first. So the Angels have a runner at second with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning, with the Dodgers leading 2-1 in the final preseason tune-up before the real thing happens Thursday, right? The 1-0 pitch is going to be hit to the third baseman, and Fontenelle stays at second, so the Dodgers now have 2 outs. So 2 outs here for the Angels now as they're trying to, of course, tie up this game down 2-1. Yesterday, of course, had to come back. But, this game is always interesting. Always think the last one is always kind of the one that has the lowest energy out of the 3, right? Because think about it, every year, the Dodgers and Angels always play in the Freeway Series. I mean, this is like a tradition that goes back even before they had interleague play, right, during the regular season. Christian Moore is a batter for the Angels. Hit .347 last year in Double-A and Triple-A. One of the top prospects, although not expected to make the opening day roster for the Angels. He's a player that just got drafted, played in rookie ball, and was a first-round pick. This guy, of course, was the big draft pick that I remember watching the draft last year, and everybody was talking about Christian Moore. So potentially the Angels are going to make, Christian Moore is going to start the year in the minors for the Angels, but I'm pretty certain that we're going to see Christian Moore, play in the regular season, right? He's most likely going to make his debut for the Angels once the season starts. Drafted him in the first round, right? I mean, I just don't see the reason why he won't make his debut. The 1-2 pitch to Moore is down and away for ball 2. Moore is a strong player. Even though he's young, see he's already building a strong frame. Potentially going to be a power hitter in this league, right? 2-2 pitch is going to be swung on and missed for strike 3. Great pitch from Jack Little. We go to the top of the 8th inning with the Dodgers leading 2-1. back here on Dodgers Digest. Mike Nelson here with you in this first watch along of the 25 season. And we got a familiar face now pitching for the Angels, right? Kenley Jansen. Of course, Kenley Jansen had a rough go on Sunday. Got a chance to watch that game, and interested to see what he could do now against this old team. Kenley Jansen is going to play a big role this year for the Angels in their bullpen. It desperately needs help, as Jansen will face Taylor, his old teammate. Chris Taylor pops this up, and it's going to go out of play. So Jansen gets his first strike up. So, Kenley Jansen, we could talk all about this guy, whether the Dodgers should have signed him or should have kept him, should have let him go, right? I mean, I think it was the right move to not sign him this offseason. There was speculation that the Dodgers would be interested in signing Kenley Jansen. There definitely was that speculation, but luckily it didn't happen. I think Kenley Jansen's best years are definitely behind him. And, of course, always going to have a special place in Dodger fans' hearts, but the playoff numbers are always kind of rough for sure. But yeah, 0-2 now, the count to Chris Taylor. Kenley Jansen, the pitcher for the Angels. Top of the eighth inning, Dodgers lead 2-1 in tonight's final preseason game, although it's our first watch-along. So as Taylor fouls us off the catcher. Kenley Jansen, they're putting the graphic up, 16th Major League Baseball season. Kind of crazy, a 4-time All-Star. The Dodgers' all-time saves leader, 350 saves. Started out his career as a catcher. Pretty crazy that Jansen has been playing for that long. It's pretty wild, almost 20 years. 16 years in the major leagues, right? As Taylor fouls it out of play. Nobody on, nobody out. Top of the eighth inning. Dodgers lead 2-1 here on the Angels. Close ball game. It's been close games outside of the first one as Taylor swings and misses for strike three. I guess Jansen knew the tendencies of his old teammate, right? As he's able to get Taylor to chase that on a pitch down in the dirt. It's a good strikeout for Kenley. And as we continue here in the top of the eighth inning, Dodgers leading 2-1. Zaire Hope will come up to the plate, single A player. 9 homers, 31 ribbies last year. Batted .287 down in single A, down with the Quakes. First pitch to Hope is outside for ball one. Of course, everybody's super excited for this year. Think about Thursday, opening day. It's going to be absolutely wild to watch the Dodgers play. As Hope takes ball two, so 2-0 the count. It's going to be absolutely crazy to watch, the Dodgers once again at Dodger Stadium playing real baseball. They played on Sunday, but that game didn't count. Although it was pretty electric. If you saw Sunday's game, there was a lot of electricity out there, for sure. So definitely was electric to say the least. As Hope fouls this out of play almost. It was up and over the backstop and out of play. Last Sunday you saw definitely a lot of energy from the crowd. First time, the Dodgers were back, playing since winning the World Series. But Thursday, think about it, as Hope takes ball three. Thursday is going to be absolutely crazy, right? I mean, it's going to be wild with, a full house. It's going to be really expensive to go to Thursday's game for sure. The 3-1 pitch is going to be swung on and miss. As a good pitch there from Kenley Jansen as he fools Hope. So the count is now 3-2 as Hope calls for time. But yeah, Thursday going to be crazy, but Friday is going to be even better, right? We got the ring ceremony. They're going to be giving out those rings. It's kind of strange they're doing it Friday and not Thursday, but I guess they wanted more fans to be able to see it. Thursday is going to be kind of hard for some fans to get there early with the 4 o'clock start time. As Hope fouls this away. Been a good at bat here for Zaire Hope. I think never been to an opening day. Always wanted to go. Won't be going this year, right? I'll be calling the Dodger game for you guys here on the channel. So make sure to tune in on Thursday. It's going to be super fun. I'm sure we'll get a lot of people watching. The 3-2 count is going to be in there for strike three. Got to swing there if you're Zaire Hope. It's clearly in the strike zone. Can't be taken there. So Jansen gets the second out. The second strikeout of the day. So Jansen looking a little better today, right? Jansen pitched poorly on Sunday, but today, 2 up, 2 down, basically. 2 strikeouts. See if he strikes out the side. So maybe I talked Jansen down too fast, right? So he'll face Andy Pajes. And it's going to be hit all the way to left field. That was hit hard, but the left fielder, Ward, is able to make the play. And we go to the bottom of the 8th inning with the Dodgers leading 2-1. Back here on Dodgers Digest, the first watch along of the 2025 season. Thanks for everybody who's tuned in. Make sure to subscribe if you seeing this for the first time. The Dodgers lead 2-1 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Logan Buehler will come in and pitch for the Dodgers. Double-A pitcher, hit a 1.67 ERA. Dodgers have so many great players in the minors, but it's just going to be really hard for these guys to really get any playing time in 25, right? Because the Dodgers are one of the greatest teams ever assembled in baseball history, right? So a lot of these guys, even if they're great and are going to be major league players, it's going to be really hard for these guys to get, a shot when it comes to, getting playing time with the Dodgers, right? It's going to be really hard to do that, right? Because the Dodgers have, so many players at the top level. They have one of the best bullpens, one of the best rotations. It's a high fly ball to right field to Hope. He's able to make the play for 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Dodgers lead 2-1. And, this is the final game of the preseason. It doesn't mean anything. And Thursday, it all starts counting. Although the Dodgers have already played 2 regular season games. Let's not forget that, right? I mean, the Dodgers have already played a couple regular season games. It's not like they haven't, right? They had to go to Japan, go all the way to Japan and play 2 games. So they have already kind of started their regular season, a 2-0 record, already in first place in the National League West. Pretty crazy, right? But Dodgers lead 2-1 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Buehler, the pitcher now for the Dodgers. Good crowd for sure in Angels Stadium. It's always a big crowd. Every time the Dodgers and Angels play, it's always exciting. Last year I got a chance to go to a Dodgers-Angels game. The Dodgers lost, I believe, 10-0. Bobby Miller was a starting pitcher. As Buehler is able to get the count to 2-2. And Buehler's looked good here. He's has a good curveball, good off speed. Haven't seen too much of a fastball here yet in his first 2 batters, but he's looked good for sure. Definitely relying on the off speed, and had an ERA of 1.67 in Double-A, so he's got some talent. And that's going to hit to right field, and Hope's able to make that. That was close to going out, so the Angels just narrowly miss tying this game up. And Hope makes a big out there in right field. So 2 outs, nobody on here for the Angels in the bottom of the 8th inning. Today, now J.D. Davis will come up, player the Angels traded for, spent time with the Yankees and A's last year, and now with the Angels. Hit .246, had a couple home runs last year, spent a lot of time, of course, in AAA. Davis will most likely be playing in AAA for the Angels this year as well. 1-0 pitch is going to be down and away to make it a 2-0. A lot of these guys, too, are trying to make that final cut, especially with the Angels. Their final roster is still kind of up in the air. They don't have the same kind of set 40-man like the Dodgers do, right? They definitely have more in question. The 2-0 pitch is going to be swung on and missed from Davis. Buehler trying to go 1-2-3 here. Dodgers lead 2-1 here in the bottom of the 8th inning at Angels Stadium, Freeway Series, the final one out of the 3 games. The 2-1 pitch is in there for strike 2. 2-2 the count. 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th inning. 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed. It was down in the dirt, able to fool Davis. We go to the 9th inning with the Dodgers leading 2-1. Back here at Dodgers Digest, Mike Nelson here with you. It's the final inning of the spring training of the preseason. Of course, there's no extra innings in today's game. This will be it, the 9th inning. Dodgers lead 2-1 going into the 9th inning. The Angels only have 1 hit through 8 innings. Dodgers only have a couple hits too, so it has been definitely a low offensive output for both teams. The pitching has been great. Dustin May was the big story. Brady Choban is now the pitcher for the Angels, minor league pitcher. Yet to make his major league debut as well. A lot of these players yet to debut. Austin Barnes, the batter for the Dodgers. He grounds it over to short for the first out. So 1 up, 1 down for the Dodgers here in the 9th inning. But yeah, this pitching has been great. And Dustin May pitched better than he could have, right? Basically, the best he could have done after, hasn't pitched in Major League Baseball in a couple years. The Tommy John surgery, and then last year with the esophageal injury he suffered, that he, of course, talked about in an interview that he almost lost his life, right? Pretty crazy. He was able to survive that. Joe Vetrano will be the batter now for the Dodgers. Vetrano hits this up to left field, stays in play. This might be two. Good swing from Vetrano. He's going for second. And the double for the Dodgers here in the top of the ninth inning. Good swing there from the single A batter for the Dodgers. Quakes player. Here's some cheers from the crowd. That definitely woke people up here at Angels Stadium. And the Dodgers have a runner at second here in the top of the ninth inning. With the score, Dodgers 2, Angels 1. Sean McLean will now be the batter for the Dodgers. And a lot of these players, this will be the only time they get to play with the Dodgers or the Angels, right? I mean, this is the only time they get a chance to play at a Major League Baseball park. So this is obviously a huge moment for a lot of these guys because it's so hard to break into the major leagues, right? We know that. It's so difficult. As McLean takes the 1-0 pitch in there for strike one. Runner at second base. But yeah, it's always a struggle to get to the major leagues, right? So I think us as fans, it's kind of hard to watch and think, well, this game doesn't mean anything. But for these guys, this is everything, right? This might be the only time that they ever played Angel Stadium, right? It's not that easy to make it, right? As McLean takes a ball two down in the dirt so now the count is now 2-1. Sean McLean, another Quakes player, as he swings and misses. Now it's 2-2. Freeway series. We'll be seeing the Freeway series for the real deal, right? In May. The Dodgers and Angels will play in the Freeway series in the regular season, and that's obviously going to be fun to watch once it actually counts, right? In the the real games, right? As McLean will hit this in between first and second. This might score Vetrano, but he holds up at third. And a high throw goes over the catcher's head, but the pitcher, Chabon, is out there to back it up. And the Dodgers now have second and third with one out. So kind of a crazy play there with McLean hitting that in between first and second. But Dodgers don't score a run. But the Angels pitcher luckily was backing up the catchers. That ball went way over the catcher's head all the way to the backstop. And the Dodgers will now have, they're actually going to intentionally walk Kike Hernandez in the preseason. Ron Washington walking Kike Hernandez. Come on, it's a preseason, Ron. So the Dodgers have bags loaded. And Kike Hernandez is not happy. He wanted his up bat. I mean, come on, it's the preseason. So they intentionally walk Kike Hernandez. And the Dodgers have the bases loaded here in the top of the ninth inning. I don't understand this. Walking a batter in the exposition game. What do you guys think? I think this is ridiculous. Game means absolutely nothing. Why would you have an intentional walk? Doesn't make sense. So Miguel Rojas will come to the plate here for the Dodgers. Miggy Rowe, of course, batted .283 last year. He was an important factor for the Dodgers for sure, coming in for injuries, and he comes up with the bases loaded today. With the Dodgers leading 2-1 in the ninth inning. 2-1. The 1-0 pitch is going to be fouled away behind third base, out of play. A lot of fans are still at Angel Stadium. It's pretty packed still. Well, the game has moved by pretty quick, right? I mean, only less than 2 hours in, and it's already the ninth inning, right? So it's another reason probably why we still see a lot of fans. If this was still like 3 hours in, there's probably no way we'd see fans at the park. But since the game is moving by quick, still a lot of people hanging out. 1-1 pitch is going to be swung on and missed by Rojas. top of the ninth inning. Dodgers leading 2-1 on the Angels. The 1-2 pitch is going to be off of the catcher all the way to the backstop. The Dodgers will score the third run of the game. Everybody moves up 90 feet. So the Dodgers now lead 3-1 here at the top of the ninth. Dodgers have second and third with 1 out. The ball just completely was a wild pitch, right? All the way on the other side of the batter's box, basically. No way the catcher could make a stop there. Not a good pitch from Choban. So Rojas still at the plate. 2-2 the count. Runners at second and third now. The 2-2 pitch is going to be hit to right field. The Dodgers might tag up, and they do tag up, but Toronto's going to tag up, or McLean's going to tag up and score. The Dodgers lead 4-1. And sacrifice fly for Rojas. And the Dodgers double their lead now here in the ninth inning at Angel Stadium. Trying to get some more insurance, right, for the ninth inning. Although, come on, this game means absolutely nothing. It doesn't even matter. The Dodgers blow this game like yesterday. It really doesn't count, right? So, but it's good, these players, getting some swings in, getting, some runs, showing that they're potentially major league material, right? David Bodie, I believe, or actually Chris Oakey will be the batter for the Dodgers. Chris Oakey, catcher in the minor league system. He has a runner at third base with 2 outs. Dodgers leading 4-1 here in the top of the ninth inning. The 1-0 pitch is going to be grounded to second. And they go to first for the out. We go to the bottom of the ninth inning with the Dodgers leading 4-1. Back here on Dodgers Digest, Mike Nelson here with you. If you're watching the channel for the first time, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Dodgers lead 4-1 here against the Angels in the final exhibition match or exhibition game of the spring training season. It's been, of course, an interesting spring training, to say at least, with the Dodgers trying to defend as world champions. It's going to be interesting to see what they do all season long, right? As the first pitch is going to be down and away for ball 1. At this point, basically, you just got to make sure nobody gets hurt, right? You're just trying to get through this and make sure nobody gets hurt, right? Gustavo Campero will be the batter for the Angels. 2-0 is the count to Campero. 2-0 pitch is going to be down and away for strike 1. The Angels, of course, scored 3 runs yesterday in the 9th inning. They'll have to score 3 today to get the tie at least, or 4 to win, right? Anything's possible. The 2-1 pitch is going to be hit line drive first, right to Vetrano for 1 out. So 1 up, 1 down. Dodgers 2 outs away from winning the series, the Freeway series this year. Of course, won the first game, lost the second, and now 2 outs away from closing the deal. But yeah, this Thursday we're going to be going live again with Dodgers Digest, so make sure to hop on Thursday afternoon for the pregame, and then, of course, the watch along. So it's going to be super fun on Thursday. And then Friday, we got the ring ceremony as well. So we're going to be covering those right here on Dodgers Digest. If you're seeing the channel for the first time, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to like the video. 2-0 pitch is going to be in there for strike 1. Two outs away from the win. 2-1 pitch is upstairs for ball 3. Angels will start their season on Thursday as well out in Chicago against the White Sox. We got a long flight all the way to Chicago. Weather's going to be super cold out there in Chicago. This time of year in March, I mean, they still got winter out there in the Midwest, so I'm sure it's going to be cold. I don't think it'll be warm. Luckily in LA, Dodgers will be hosting the Tigers. The weather should be perfect on Thursday afternoon. 4 o'clock Pacific. Should be perfect weather all weekend long in LA. Perfect 70, 71 degrees. It should be super perfect, right? As Angels batter will get on with a walk. Of course, interesting to see, like I said, how Thursday, we're going to see Jack Flaherty as well on Friday, former Dodger pitcher. Jack Flaherty winning the World Series with the Dodgers, so going to be excited to watch, Flaherty on Friday for sure. Get his ring, and, should be super fun. And Steven Nelson said Dodgers are a ground ball away from winning the game, right? Yeah, ground ball could potentially get him to double play, right? Even the broadcasters want to get out of there, right? But it's been, of course, interesting to see, all these young players for the Dodgers, get up there. You don't get to see these guys ever, right? As Fontenot strikes out. So 2 outs here. 95 miles an hour. Dodgers 1 out away from closing out this game, and the Dodgers will make a pitching change, even in an exposition game. So we'll make a pitching change. I don't know. Try to get one more pitcher, right? We'll be right back. Lucas Weff will be the new pitcher for the Dodgers. Dodgers made a pitching change. With, of course, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Dodgers lead 4-1. Weff will throw a wild pitch in his first pitch of the game. So the Angels now have a runner at second. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Of course, no extra innings in this game, so this game will be done once we get this next out, right? This game will be over. The 1-0 pitch is going to be hit to center field. Kendall George has got it, and the Dodgers get a 4-1 win. They win the Freeway Series. Dustin May was the big story tonight. Had a great start to close out the spring training. Of course, had a great spring training in 25, and it was great to see him close out. He's going to be the number 5 starter for the Dodgers this year. So, final score, Dodgers 4, Angels 1. Blake Snell going to be on the mound on Thursday. Excited for opening day. We'll be back then for the pregame and the watch-along. And then Friday as well. Friday night, we'll be covering that game as well. So, as always,